In our previous two classes, we have looked at gender analysis in the project design. We have looked at gender definition in the project result, goals and output, and make sure that these goals and result does not create or lead to then gender inequalities, and will try to change and come up with greater gender equities. So in this class, we're going to look at activity design, gender integration into activities. Just like with goals and results, consider each activity with gender lens and how men and women will experience and participate in each activity differently. And by changing these activities, how can we sort out the inequalities? How can your activity move from being gender exploitative towards being gender sensitive and gender transformative? For example, project activity is training group of adults. How will men and women experience and participate in that training differently? So you can try to weigh their experience and participation. How will gender lead to differences in ability to participate? For example, if you put your class during normal hours, maybe according to the gender, according to the culture, women should be taking care of the children. Other responsibilities, transportation issues, can men and women have the same equal transportation issues? And then also look at the responsibilities, the time of the day, the location of the training. Will gender lead to differences in output of the training? Like, are we going to have different output for different gender, which we have not expected? So those are how we have to make gender to be activity to be gender sensitive. So let's look at the question that we have to ask ourselves. How can we ensure that activities do not reinforce? We don't want to reinforce the existing gender inequalities. What activities to challenge the existing? What activities adapted to change underlying? Right? We challenge, we change, and we create greater gender equity. So we have to look for such activities. In our next class, we are going to look at an example of gender integration in our Kenya Youth and Employment and Skills Program. See you then.